Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be drawing Virgil from the game that he's from. But yeah, we're gonna draw him. We're gonna start with the head. Just get a little rough shape in here. Pretend like you know what you're doing with this chin. Go ahead and get just a shitty neck in here. I have absolutely no idea who the hell Virgil actually is. I just know how to say his name. So yeah, we're gonna try to draw him though, because well, not knowing who a character is hasn't stopped me from drawing them before. And someone asked me to draw him. I almost decided not to draw him, but then I hit record before I could think about it more. Because if I would have thought about it more, I probably wouldn't be drawing him. Because this is a weird reference, and he's got a weird character design. And I don't know what he's from. There we go, there's a perfect hand right there. Yep, we're going to... His other shoulder's right here, which you can't see in this drawing, because this thing goes out from his neck. This covers his face right here, and actually goes down onto his shoulder, which is down here. Then there's a little thing right here for his sleeve, and then this means that this is gonna go out to like right here. And we're drawing his jacket right now, and then he's going to... I may have put his shoulder there, but that's not where his shoulder's going to go, because that shoulder's just not going to show up. We'll do this. We got to put this pretty much straight down. Bring it out, but down. Then there'll be a line here, too, because he does have clothes on, which I don't entirely know what the hell he's wearing underneath this, but it kind of just looks like something that goes down like this. And buttons like this. I have no idea what it is, though. Should have looked at more of his models. Doesn't matter, though. We're already drawing it. Then his arm sort of starts poking out right here. And he's holding a sword, which is pretty coolio. It's a katana. So curve the blade. Doesn't need to curve that much, nor does it need to be that big, but whatever. It honestly doesn't matter at the moment. Also, that's a circle, but also doesn't matter at the moment. Just pretend like we know what we're doing with these legs. These are some skinny legs, but you know, that's fine. We're just getting some stuff down, just sketching some random shit. Then we'll sketch again. And will I sketch again? I don't know. It depends on how detailed I end up making that other sketch. And these are boots right here. I just realized his stance is not in this stance. I need to also put his legs in the stance of having this way forward if we're going to do this stance. Which this leg being how it was pretty much fine. I could have kept it like that anyways, but you know, whatever. Definitely not a perfect leg or anything. Nothing to brag home about. Doesn't matter. Not drawing his feet, because couldn't give a shit about drawing feet right now. Promise I'll learn how to draw feet eventually. Now is not that time. When will be that time? I have no idea. Hopefully never. Hopefully I never have to learn. One day I'll just randomly be able to do it. That's not how it's gonna work, but I can hope for it. Alright. if I max out all the other art skills, there's got to be some parts that cross over to the legs, right? Alright, yeah, those are some, kind of remind me of like horse legs, or like, you know what a Wendigo is? Kind of reminds me of how that thing walks, and how its legs are. But you know, whatever. It's cool, it's cool. Just a little bit of a sketchy sketch. Yep. Alright, cool. Let's sketch out his little bit of clothes. His cape is going to go like right here. Except for, actually, these are just little strands. What the fuck are you? These are just like some strands that come out right there. No, that's not exactly how they interact, but you know, whatever, I don't give a shit. I can draw them however I want since they're just strands. The cape's gonna come out higher than... Nah, we'll go ahead and keep it about where it was. Erase that bit that's not there. Keep it about where it was. Except go like that. Go like that. And then this. Alright, there we go. There's a bit of a cape with some shitty tips. That's about as good as I'm gonna get the tips on that. Except for, actually, I should probably curl that shit upwards, because it's like going behind, you know? So maybe I should go like this, go like this and this and that. Good enough. Still pretty much exactly straight, which is not what I wanted, but you know, whatever. It does not matter. And then this actually should be some of it behind here. Behind the legs, yep. And we'll just pretend like, yep, that's cape right there. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that looks decent. Is it really? It's fine. It's not perfect. He's a little disproportionate, you know, but, you know, whatever, that's never stopped anybody. It's a bit of a mess. I think his arm should actually go down straighter more and be wider. But, you know, that is fine. Besides that, I honestly think this is pretty fine. There we go. There's a little sketch. Now on to making it look better. I make this into like a perfect square every single day, and then I go ahead and ruin it every single day. It's gonna stay in the square at the moment, but I can guarantee you I'm gonna unsquarify it soon. Because look at that. I don't even know if you can see it, but it's covered in lead now, so I pretty much can't erase with that side. Should we start with the head? We're gonna start with the area that's around the head, but not the head itself. And we're also pretty much just going to look at this sketch. I'm not going to really pay much attention to my reference. Even though I do not know what Virgil looks like, I just kind of want to just pay attention to the reference. Just see if I can turn this into good. I will still look at the reference, though. I'm not going to not look at the reference. I'm just primarily going to be looking at my sketch. Okay, we're going to need to erase that area a little more. But add a little bit of that. Then there's going to be some clothes folds, you know. Because, well, I don't know what he's wearing, but it's got a lot of folds in it. Then he's got his arm curved, which is going to lead to just a tad bit more clothes folds. There we go. Alright. I don't know how I feel about that stuff right there, but it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We can always, like, fix it. We're gonna sharpen this a little bit with little Mr. Froggy, which Mr. Froggy still has no name. I'll give him a name eventually. But, yeah, not sharp enough to draw blood. That means it's not sharp enough, but I don't feel like sharpening it anymore. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and draw his cape down. Is this a cape? No, not really. It's a cloak, but, you know, cape, cloak, they're not exactly the same thing, but they're close enough in some categories, so I say it's good enough to be called a cape. Alright, there she blows. There we go. Now we're going to need to draw a little bit of a hand-ish type thing. You know, because as far as I know, is this fucking lead broken? You son of a bitch. You son of a... Threw it at my door. Well, time to sharpen this pencil for the next, like, 3 minutes. You know, these pencils would probably not always be broken with their lead if you didn't throw them around so much. But what's the fun in not throwing around a pencil? Still not sharp enough to draw blood. I'm actually quite surprised that I would stop that before it got blunt. I mean, before it got sharp, it's still, like, somewhat blunt at the end. Quite surprising. I seriously have no idea how I'm going to draw this hand, though, because, well, this is not a hand reference drawing. This drawing does not show the hand in great detail. Probably because it's, you know, not a drawing, it's a 3D model, and the hand is small. That's the main thing that's making it not in great detail, the fact that it's small. I could zoom in on it. Let me look, let me zoom in. Now it's blurry. We're just gonna keep the hand like that for now. It looks like shit, but I'm just gonna focus on more of the other parts of the drawing, and then I'll add detail to them, and then we can focus on that. It wasn't me. Alright. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go like this. And then it gets tucked into the body. Let's go and tuck this a little bit closer. Just for the sake of tucking it. I don't know, just for the sake of not having to have it out. Are his pants part of his shirt, or is his shirt over his pants? I genuinely can't tell. That shit ain't right. His hand should be, like, right there, so we're gonna cut this shit right fucking here. There we fucking go. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna need to actually then go like that. I just got a Discord message. Give me 1 second. Alright. We'll just also draw a shitty hand here because, well, what are we going to draw an amazing hand here? No. Can't draw hands very well. Sometimes I can. I don't know. It just depends on the angle that the hand is in, really. That's really what makes it. If I can draw it or not. Because, well, I'm just used to drawing some angles a lot more than I'm used to drawing other angles. Alright, then we'll draw the blade, which is not going to be nearly as big as I drew it in the reference. There we go. His is bit bigger, but I don't give a shit. Should we also include these little thing? Oh, I just realized what those were. Oh, those little dingly dongles. And that's why the hand looks so weird. He's holding the frickin' sheath. Oh, that makes sense. We're gonna have to redraw this area now, though, because he's holding a sheath. Which means that the drawing is different. We're going to start with drawing the sheath's hole that the sword would fit into. Nope, needs to be angled more, so we're just going to angle this more because I can't draw an angle. Still ended up being at the same fucking thing, basically. We're going to go like this, and then like that, go like this. And it needs to be slightly curved because, you know, the blade is curved. I do not have any idea how to make sure it's the same curve, so we're just gonna do that. That's good. It's not even the same fucking same fucking length, I don't think, but honestly, I don't give a single shit. Now we're going to draw his hand, grabbing onto the sheath, except for we're going to push the sheath up a little tattle bit. Little bit. Because, you know, he needs to be able to grab onto it. Put his fingeroonies on the sheath. Do that. He does have holes in his gloves for his, like, knuckles. I will not be including that because of the fact that I am lazy, and it would make it look a little bit worse than it already is. Alright. That's a pretty shit hand, isn't it? That's only... I just realized that's only 3 fingers. Dude's only got 3 fingers. I mean, there's 4 technically if you count the thumb, but you can't see the thumb. There was a little bit of a whoopsie on my part. Definitely not why it was looking bad, though, because, well, you couldn't even really honestly tell that much. I didn't even realize. Alright, go like that, go like that. We're going to need to extend this pinky just a tad. Yeah, pretend like this is all good and intended to be like this. And there we go, there's a shit hand that we will not be fixing. And we are going to add some distance between the shirt right there. Alright, yep, and that looks like it'll be good enough, maybe. Alright, let's go like that. Alright. Perfect, good enough. We're going to need to make this area just a little uneven, just to make it not look too perfect, because if it looks too perfect, it looks too wrong. There we go, that's good enough. We can definitely pull this portion up a bit, just make it like a little sideways. Not that much, but just a little bit. Yeah, it's good enough because I don't care. Are we going to want to draw his shirt now? We should probably draw his clothes now. We could also draw his head, but man, you know what? Let's go ahead and draw his head. We could also add the details, but let's go ahead and save the details for in just a little bit. Because I'd like to just take it straight from this to the finished bit. Straight to inking is what I meant. I'd like to do that, but I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to do that. It just depends. There we go, there's a little bit of a head. He doesn't have his head tilted, so I don't have to worry about that. There is no neck showing. I do, however, want to slightly change his jawline just a tad. Yep, there we go. It wouldn't be that far out, just a little bit skinnier. Now the head's kind of skinny though. We'll get rid of some height. Obviously that's not good circle, but I mean, like, he's not bald, so that doesn't matter at the moment. We're going to draw his clothes, which I still don't actually know what this is. So we're going to do a little bit of improvisation on what I think this is. It kinda reminds me of plate armor. So we're going to be doing it a little bit like that. What time is it? Yeah, okay. Yep. And we'll go like this. Well, actually, is that what we wanted to? Hold on. No. Let's undo all of this. All of it. And let's try to start from the bottom. Alright. Start from the bottom where his legs will be. We'll go ahead and draw his legs. Knee will be right here, just remember that. Then he's got some clothes right here. Got some weird clothes, that's for sure. Alright, there we go. And it goes like this. In. And then there's a portion that goes like this. Yeah, right? Maybe a little more angled. like that all the way to this part, which this part I would actually like to extend this part right now. Just go ahead and do this right now. No, I don't typically I don't really need to do this yet. I just kind of want to go ahead and add that little extension, add it right there. And then it comes from over here out to his chest and goes like that. And then button. How many buttons you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And there's also a line for every single button. Okay, now we're going to continue with this clothes. I'll go ahead and go like this. And there's a little bit more detail in here, but I don't really know how to add that detail because it's like really small, like leathery detail type shit, so we're going to just try to add some things that I feel like might be on it. So it's not entirely undetailed, but it's not entirely detailed because, well, I don't know what I'm doing. We probably won't add those little window squares that I added in the middle, but I think besides that, that's decent looking. We're going to up that for the sake of it looking better. And then go ahead and add this line right here. And I just realized I think these are buttons. And right here, pretty much straight up, is another one of these. And that's another button-ish looking thing right there. Then right here, we got ourselves another one. This one also has a weird button thing, but this one leads all the way up to the top right here. And no, this shirt makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't know what he's wearing. I'm just not going to question it for the sake of saving some time. Does it look good enough is all that really matters. Like this little part I'm adding here, I'm kind of adding myself because it's all just blacked out right there. But I can't really add just blacked out area. Like, when there's like not enough detail on the other areas. Okay, yeah, we'll call that good enough, even though this is really small comparatively to his, actually. We'll go ahead and add some pantaloonies to this man. He's got some weird-ass boots. We'll go ahead and add those boots, too. Fucking rain boot-looking ass boots. It'd be really funny if these, like, boots, or his shirt, or whatever, is, like, really important to the story, and I'm just, like, or, like, to the story or his character, and I'm just, like, dogging on him, just... Yep, perfect, perfect boot folds, yep. Everybody knows that boots fold exactly like that. Alright, yep. That's how a boot would fold. That's how a boot would definitely fold. Trust me, I would know. I've worn boots at least like once when I was younger and it was raining outside. And they were rain boots, and that's it. Because why the fuck would I wear boots? I am not a cowboy. Nor do I work at a place where I would need to wear boots. Not like I could be a cowboy anyways. If we go in the sun, I'll fucking die. Pretty much basically allergic to the fucking sun. Not really, but I get like temporarily disabled whenever I'm out in the sun too much. Oh, these are at not the same levels. Yep, that's slanted, but you know, that's chill. We cool with that. We cool with that. We cool with that. We cool with that. What a beautiful boot this is. All right. There we go. Good enough. And then we got, this is apparently a belt, not a little lip, because there's a little bit of a belt area right here that comes off the boot, which I might not include. I might just make it a lip on the belt, or on the boots, because I am not including the belts that go along the boot. Beautiful. Yep, there's some shitty legs, but you know, whatever. What are you gonna do? Learn how to draw legs correctly? Bite your fucking tongue. No. Why the fuck would I do that? Why the fuck would I learn how to draw something correctly when I can just wing it and make it good enough? That sounds much better in my opinion. But my opinion is flawed and constantly changing, so it does not matter. Yeah, whatever, we're fine with whatever fucking pant legs we're gonna put on there. Or pant folds, whatever. It's not like I know how to talk anyways. What else needs to be added? Obviously his face. Any other details on his clothes? I mean, I'm gonna need to add some more clothes folds, obviously, but anything else, really? I don't really think so. I think that's kind of about it. Oh, nope. This area right here. The fucking underside of the cloak. Forgot about that. How are we gonna do this? Because it's kind of all destroyed, but also, like, it's incredibly unfocused in this reference, so I cannot actually just copy whatever, like, type of destruction that they have on it. Gotta make my own little bit of destruction, like... Honestly, that's good enough for me. I don't like this little bit of an area right there. But that's fine. We can just make it like that. Yep, that's good enough. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. It's not perfect. But it's good. 'Tis good and good. 'Tis swell. Swell it is. Oh shit, face. Fuck. Right. Well, as long as this face doesn't take too long, this video is actually going to be a little bit more watchable than all the other ones in length. I like doing these drawings where people suggest things for me to draw, but they take much longer considering I don't know the character, and I will have to, most of the time, draw a character in some way that's not normal or comfortable or I'm used to, which I like. that's the reason I like doing the drawings like this, because I actually think this looks really good so far, but I'm not used to this, so it's unfamiliar. But it's good, but it takes time, which makes the videos a little bit harder to watch. Which I don't like that fact, but also, I'm not entirely doing this fully for the video, though. Most of the comments of people telling me what to draw actually come from the posts that I do, or the shorts, so the long-form videos have little to no effect on people actually, or like, telling me to draw someone. However, the long-form videos do get a lot more comments than the shorts and the posts. A lot of the times just people saying that they liked watching the video and they liked the commentary or whatever, which I think is funny because I'm just like talking out of my ass right now. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying most of the time. Like, I'm gonna finish this video and I could watch this video over again and be like, I said that? I don't remember saying that at all. There's no way I'm gonna remember any of this once I'm done. He's got kind of like spiky hair, but it's not like too spiky, and I don't exactly know how to draw in like an anime-ish style. And I could draw in a non-anime style, but like, what's the fun in that? I want to draw anime, so I'm going to try to figure out how I would draw this in an anime style. He kind of reminds me of Archer from Fate, so let me look up Archer really quick. Archer, Fate, and I'm going to use his hair as a reference, because his hair looks similar enough, I think, to where I can definitely use it as a reference. Yep, that's definitely good. I like Archer. He's a cool character. Piss me off sometimes, though. But that's true for most characters in anime. A lot of them will piss me off just a little bit sometimes, because they'll do stupid things, you know. If you watch anime, you probably know like all the stupid fucking anime tropes, and it's like, just fucking do this. Alright. When I used to watch ReZero, like when I first watched it, I didn't like Subaru. I thought he was too much of a baby. But then after like having been done with the series for a while, I was thinking about it, and I was like, I was wrong. I like that anime. It's really nice. You should watch it now. Do it. Why are you still here? I don't even remember what anime was I talking about. ReZero, yeah. It's a good anime. Alright, yep, that's 10 out of 10 hair right there, and you can't tell me otherwise because it's not done. You don't get to have an opinion yet. You can't have an opinion on the art until it is done. I mean, you can, but I'm just not going to listen to it because I don't care enough. We're going to swap to a sharper pencil. Alright, if that would have rolled back, I would have chucked it across the room because I do not need it for the rest of the night. And I can say the rest of the night because I will be going to sleep after this video probably. Gotta wake up early tomorrow. Why? Because I wake up early every fucking day. Fucking school. Why else? Why else would anyone willingly wake up early? I would much rather wake up at like 3 in the afternoon. Alright. This hair is still looking like shit. I like the connection I like this area over here. But besides that, it's kind of not good. I'm also not done with it, but I mean, like, it's not good. I'm gonna grab another facial expression of him. Just have him. Yeah, there we go. He turned his head a little bit. Use this as inspiration. I'm not following his hair exactly. If you forgot who I'm using as a reference, it's Archer. But you know, I'm still using his hair. So, oh shit, that's way too big. Alright, let's try to do that, except we'll put it down here. Yeah, we'll do that. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we'll go like this. And that's decent, that's decent, that's decent. Yeah. We'll go ahead and keep that, because that's not bad. Alright. Okay. There we go, then add some hairs here, and we're going to erase that a little bit so we can add the hairs here. Okay. And there we go. Is this Virgil's hair? Kinda close enough. It's not exactly his hair, but it's close enough for me to say it is. Because it reminded me of his hair. Now let's switch back to the Virgil reference, and let's try to capture his eyes. Except for this doesn't show his eyes. What are his eyes like? What color are his eyes, at least? Show me his eyes. All these pictures are too far away for me to see his eyes. We're going to improvise on his eyes, then. Alright. He is pissed. He has a very pissed expression. So his eyes are going to be pointed downwards, like this. Let's go ahead and go like that. And like that. And his eyes are a little wonky, if I do say so myself. I'll probably want to round them out with the inking, but they're fine, they're fine, they're fine, they're fine. This one's a little too tall, so we're going to fix that. Now he just looks straight up evil instead of pissed, but that's fine, honestly. And let's go ahead and add the eyebrows. Which, I mean, as far as I can tell, he doesn't actually have eyebrows, but I don't care. Still looks like he's looking down, doesn't really matter. We'll move his pupils, maybe, in the inking. I say maybe, because, I don't know. He does have detail, like, a little bit of, like, stuff on his arm, but I'm not going to add it because of, I don't know what the fuck it is. How are we going to draw this nose? He's straight ahead, so I would normally just go like this. But he's like a little too more detailed for that nose to really work. But I think we're going to keep it. face is uneven. I can't really erase it without erasing lots of other stuff. But we have to because, well, we have to erase it. And this nose looks even more wrong now, but whatever. Now I'll try to keep this relatively straight. It's curved and angled, but it's good enough. Alright, cool. We're gonna trace this katana just a little bit. Just to try to make it just a tittle-tattle bit longer. Just a little bit. And yeah, I could definitely fix this hand, but that is something I am not going to do. Something I will do, though, is add the strings across his thingy. Alright. There we go. And there we go. So now we shall time to ink. This is where we say goodbye and activate time lapse. Go. Alrighty, I am done with it. I think it turned out pretty good. I tried shading the entire thing in many different ways because of, I don't know, just kind of thought it'd be interesting. Tried to make the blade seem a bit sharper, but I messed up the tip. I tried actually going in different directions to make things seem darker, and I think it turned out pretty good. I do definitely like this. It does look like whatever this guy's name is. I can't remember what his name is. It does kind of look like him, but not entirely. But I still think it looks good. So, yeah. See you next time. Peace.